Hello everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Don't let the car start. I don't want him to go. I really don't want him to go. If I can hold my breath for 2 minutes, the car won't start and he won't go. That didn't work when I was 7 either. Bye. Ring from the airport. Ring from the airport if you get time. Or even if you don't get time. I'm not proud. What happened? I used to be proud. Mind you, I used to be me as well. What happened to Barbara Jones? Barbara Jones? Barbara Tate, I mean. Mother! Where do you think it sounds nice is beside the point. My name is Barbara Tate. Mother, you were at the wedding. There's a space in the service if you want to complain. Oh, I can't help that, my love. You're a bit late. He's gone. Just now, your timing was perfect. I'm fine, thank you. Soon. Well, sooner than you think, maybe. Well, I don't know, while David's away, probably. Mother, he's away for about 8 weeks. Mother, I'm not going to argue with you. I'll come and see you as soon as I can, and when the house is fit to receive visitors, I will invite you to come and see it, and you can stay and look after me all you like. I know you're my mother. That's why I call you Mother. I have to go now, Mother. I have an appointment. Just an appointment. I'm not being secretive. Am I mad?
This is a blood pressure machine, not a madness machine.
Well, am I blood pressure then?
Your blood pressure's okay. You startled me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I was flippant. I was looking for time. Shall we start again?
I don't know if I can. It took a long time building up to that.
What makes you think you're mad?
I'm just being stupid. Self-indulgent and stupid.
I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Then I'm going to do my calls. You want to have a cup of coffee and a chat?
I'm worried about the baby.
Why?
I don't know. I just am.
Very worried or just slightly concerned?
Is she normal?
There's no such thing as normal. Each baby is itself. The nearest thing you can get to normal is average, with babies as with sex lives.
Why did you say that?
Ah.
And that?
I haven't met Mr. Tate, have I?
Why did you say that about sex lives, and why did you follow it up with that,
There's no such thing as a normal sex life, and there's no such thing as a normal baby. But lots of people worry about achieving the norm in both instances.
Oh.
Oh, I seem to have picked a scab, don't I?
What?
Oh, you nearly jumped off the seat. More coffee.
What? Oh, no. Yes, thank you, please. Thank you.
So, why do you think you're mad?
Do you know, all of a sudden, I don't.
Good.
I'm on my own too much. I complain because I can't be me, and then I complain because I'm on my own too much. I live in a bubble. There's only me and the baby, and the rest of the world is something else. We look in and they look out.
Other way around, isn't it?
What?
If you live in a bubble, you look out. They look in.
Oh, I suppose so. There's a barrier, anyway.
Where is she now?
Outside in the pram.
Why did you wonder if she was normal?
Oh, take no notice of me. I'm neurotic.
Look, your notes haven't come from your previous doctor yet. Come and see me in a couple of days.
What difference will they make?
Difference? Oh, none at all, I should think. But it's always helpful to know what's been going on, another opinion.
Oh. Is that all?
Come and see me. Ring me in a couple of days.
Okay.
And I'll see the baby, too. What's her name, by the way?
Sarah.
Ah, a couple of days, then.
Yes?
Good morning, Mrs. Tate.
Yes?
I'm Roy Brown. Jane Rayner asked me to pop in and see how you were settling in.
Jane Rayner? I'm not sure I know.
Doctor Jane Rayner.
And she asked you to call?
Well, she told me where you live. It's not exactly a breach of the Hippocratic Oath. Or is it?
Oh.
Well, shall I go?
No, please, come in. I'm sorry.
What?
I was very ungracious, rude. It was kind of you to call.
But?
I beg your pardon?
No, you didn't want me to call, but you're too polite to say so. And having let me in, you're trying to think of a way to get rid of me as quickly as you can. At least I'm not turbulent.
Oh, dear.
Am I right?
Am I so transparent?
Oh, we get used to it, we men of the cloth. I had no idea it was going to be so much like being a salesman.
I'm not religious, you see.
Lots of people say that, too. Most of the time, they mean that they haven't time to go to church. How are you on being neighbourly?
Bit out of practice.
I'm one of your nearest neighbours.
I haven't seen a church in the village.
Just over the brow of the hill. If you stand in your back bedroom, the right-hand one, and stand on tiptoe, you can just see the tip of the weather vane.
You know the house, then?
Yes.
How?
One of my flock. I visited him when he was ill.
In the back bedroom?
Yes.
Did he die there?
No, in the hospital. Away from here.
Can I offer you a cup of tea? Have you been here long?
13 years.
Oh.
Yes, I'm older than I look.
The man you visited, the one who died, how long ago was that?
The first year I came here. I was young enough to feel angry and useless. In front of me, he just dried up and blew away. He was very old.
And the people who've just left, the leavers, did you know them?
Slightly, only slightly. They were hardly here at all before they decided to go.
Seems so strange.
What does?
To alter the house so much and then to go before it was finished. There was so little left to do.
But you're carrying on where they left off.
We are.
And you're going to keep the same plans?
Oh, I really don't know. David, my husband, has done most of the planning. I think we've got the same builder.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think somebody wants you.
Mm.
How old is she?
6 months. And we haven't decided yet whether to get her christened or not. But I think we probably will.
Will you?
Yes, it's not fair to make children feel different just to satisfy their parents' opinions.
But I'll go. Thank you for letting me in.
Oh, thank you for coming. It's,
Yeah?
Well, I was going to say that you'd help to pass the time, but I hesitated to hand you the same status as a romantic novel or having a bath.
Come and see the church when you have a minute, and bring your daughter. I'd like her to see where... There's nothing wrong with her lungs, anyway.
Why did you say that?
What?
About her lungs. Why did you say that?
Oh, Mrs. Tate, it was an idle remark.
I'm sorry.
Brought on by the increase in decibel. Something's wrong.
No, please go. You're right. I think I'm neurotic about her lungs. My life seems to be governed by them morning, noon, and night. I'm sorry I was so sharp. I will come and see the church. We both will. But it won't be for a couple of days. The men are coming back to finish off at the back of the mill, and I have to be here. My husband's away, and I have strict instructions about what's to be done and not done. Mr. Goodwin, this is Barbara Tate. Your men were supposed to be coming to do some work at my house today. So far, nobody's turned up. I have to go out shortly, and I wondered if you could tell me what time I might expect them. There's some notes my husband has left, and I want to make sure that... It's the mill in Felbury, Witchwater Green. Well, thank you, but would it have been too much trouble for you to have let me know? Tomorrow, then. Thank you, Mr. Goodwin. Hello?
Hello yourself.
I'm returning your call. And I also have an ulterior motive.
Oh, I'm not sure I'm allowed to have anything to do with ulterior stuff.
Oh, it's not so ulterior, actually. The baby goes to sleep better if I push her in the fresh air.
Well, where is she?
At the gate in the shade.
May we be introduced?
Oh, please don't. I've only just quietened her.
All right. Plenty of time. We'll have a look round.
Please.
Come on, then. Through the back. We can walk up here and see your place and mine.
I suppose she'll be all right there. Rooks don't bite babies. Do they have any rooks?
Yes, she will. No, they don't, and yes, they are.
You're a very terse vicar.
Oh, I reserve my frivolities for Sundays, but they aren't going to bother anyone.
I like you.
Good.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Oh.
When I was a trainee vicar, there was a faintly scurrilous joke we used to lighten our evenings with that involved a very similar predicament to the one you find yourself in now.
Aren't you going to tell me?
Trade only, I'm afraid. But don't worry about it. God won't.
Thank you. I'm getting puffed.
Nearly there. Here, give me a hand. Right. There.
Beautiful.
Yes.
You're
beautiful.
Yes.
The house. The mill looks different from here. The water in the lodge looks so deep. Why is it called a lodge?
No,
What?
well, when I was a boy, we lived for a while in a little town in the north. And there was a wine lodge, and we used to hang about outside for hours trying to peep in through the doors as they opened. We had this idea that all the people sat around a huge lake of wine, dipping their glasses in it from time to time as they grew thirsty. The people before you, the leavers, they were going to drain the lodge.
Yes. So are we. The men should have come today.
Is that a thinking or are you waiting for some encouragement?
I don't know what to call you.
My name's Roy.
It may take me a little time to work up to it. I shall probably call you Hum at first. Can I see inside the church?
It's cool. And serene. So quiet, peaceful.
Well, I'm not sure I approve of that. You should be here on a Sunday afternoon when all things bright and beautiful are clanging off the rafters.
Green angels.
Yes, whoever gave us the stained glass employed someone who was good at green, I think. You don't approve?
No, I'm old-fashioned. Even if I don't go to church, I still prefer white angels. The baby!
What was it?
Is she all right? Let me see.
It's all right. It's all right.
Can I see?
It's nothing. She must have been startled.
What?
Her hair, her face, they're wet. Cold and wet.
Well, tears. Surely, tears. She was crying.
She cried once.
The walls are thick. She might have wakened, cried to herself quietly for a while,
And then got fed up. You're right. You're right. What's that? There on the wall. What is it?
Moss. Lichen.
Looks slimy. Wet.
Churchyard walls are cool. Sometimes damp. I'll walk you home.
We'll be fine. There's no need for it. Thank you. This house surrounds me. Yes?
Mrs. Tate,
Yes?
Johnny Gold, come to fix the final pieces.
Beg your pardon?
Contractor's man. Mr. Goodwin sent me down. Said you was on the phone. Stuff hadn't been fixed.
Oh.
Pumping and that.
Oh, but what about the men who were working here? The two men from the village, Mr. Stone and Mr. Taylor. Are they not coming back?
Well, it's different, isn't it? This is pumping. Me and Arthur, we're from down the road over Taxbury. We don't get bothered with no trouble about pumping. Not like villagers.
I'm sorry. You must think I'm very stupid, but I don't understand.
We've got a letter here from Mr. Goodwin. Says to show it to you. Start the pump, and that's all Sir Garnet. Right, there we are, look. That's it. Isn't it? Mrs. Tate. Witchwater Green. Funny old name.
And you're here to start the pump and drain the pool, the mill lodge.
Well, calls them pools round here. We got the pump. We're going to start it going. After that, it's anyone's guess.
What?
All right, we go straight round, fix up and prime through the back.
Yes, I suppose so, yes. And how are you today?
Same as ever, I suppose. Plugging along, taking each day as it comes. One day at a time. That's what they say, isn't it?
Only to alcoholics, as a rule. Shouldn't I be saying ouch now?
No, not really. I drank more than was good for me for a little while. I don't drink at all now.
When was this? A long time ago? Recently? Oh, I feel like a clumsy dentist again. Caught another nerve.
Rowley, my son, is 13, nearly 14. It was a shock to find myself pregnant again. I started drinking heavily because of it.
Hot baths and gin, or something more psychologically based.
I didn't want another baby.
Ah, it wasn't planned.
No, it was the wine-dark Aegean Sea. Or the wine-darkened Aegean me. I bet if men had to have babies, they'd find something that was better than remembering pills or forgetting them.
You forgot to take a pill.
I have never forgotten a single thing in my entire life. Beside me, elephants are dilettantes and poseurs. Listen, I'm a highly trained, skilled, hard-working, dedicated solicitor with a very successful job. I had a son, and I loved it. Love him. But I was keen enough to send him to boarding school so I can go back to work. Do you think there's enough drink distilled that could make me forget anything that might stop me from being me? Do you? Would you forget? Would you? Oh, don't at me. I've had enough to last me forever. Mother, husband, neighbours, sister, all humming and umming and smiling. Dear Barbara. She got broody and wouldn't admit it. Never mind, dear. We all know how it feels. The maternal drive's too strong to stifle. Nobody blames you, dear. I didn't I didn't.
Okay. So what's your answer?
Hang on to enough of my personality for another 6 years and then start again. But it's not easy.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, that. I don't know. A duff pill or...
Or what?
Nothing.
All right. So
So?
what can we do to carry you through these next 6 years? Always provided you stay here 6 years. Do you like the village?
It's all right. It's a surprising place.
It's not a surprising place. It's the least surprising place I've ever been in. It's absolutely and totally predictable. I'm surprised anyone ever comes to live here.
You came, didn't you?
I'm a local girl.
Girl?
Woman. I went and came back. What brought you here? Particularly
To Witchwater Green.
Yes.
Where does the name come from?
No idea. Someone thought it was pretty, I expect. Same as most house names. Why did you come?
We were looking for somewhere handy for lots of places, and with David travelling such a lot, we had to be about 20 miles from the airport. That's it, really.
So few houses fall empty. You were lucky to hear about this one.
I suppose it comes under the heading of medical advice, really. My doctor heard about it and thought I would be better quiet. He views women as a vastly interesting set of orifices. The only one he doesn't care for is the mouth, and that he prefers shut. I was pleased to find you were a woman.
I quite like it that way myself. Your doctor heard about it, the house?
Well, someone wanted to sell quickly for some reason or other, and we were in the market with hot hands full of lovely money, having sold our own and been left with nowhere to live.
Talking about your doctor.
Yes?
He sent me your notes.
Oh,
And now I know why you asked me if I thought you were mad.
I had some very funny notions.
Would you like to talk about them?
No, not now.
Well, if not now, then some other time, maybe.
Maybe. Are we finished?
Next time, I'd like to have a better look at Sarah, isn't it?
Yes. Why?
A double as doctor and health clinic. We'll need to see how she's progressing, that's all. That's all.
I don't see why. I'm sorry, but I just don't see why.
Well, what we got to do first, we got to take the water out of this land here. There's no deep mystery, missus. Simple matter of doing things in order, nice and regular, that's all.
But the important job is to drain the pool. You must see that.
Been here some few years, by all accounts. Can't be no almighty hurry, I shouldn't think.
Oh, damn.
The baby crying, missus. Look, why don't you go and tend to her and leave us...
I'll do what I'm best at, and you do what you're best at. Is that it?
It seems to make sense to me, missus.
Oh, damn, double damn. Barbara Tate. Because I can't remember the bloody number, that's why. Anyway, I'm a person, not a set of digits. Oh, David, I'm sorry. Where are you? At the airport? What time will you be home? Bahrain. Oh, David, that really is the last straw. When will you be home? That's nearly 3 weeks. The damn baby's crying, and the workmen will not do what they're supposed to do, and this house weeps and creaks in the night, and I wish... Oh, I'm sorry. I know how you worry. No, I don't want you to talk to anyone. Just finish your business and come home as quickly as you can. Fine. Where are you staying? All right. I'll give you a buzz when it's all right. No, I will. It's important to me.
Mrs. Tate?
Oh,
Mrs. Tate, are you at home?
oh, dear. Come in, Reverend Roy, come in.
From the look on your face, I'm stopping you swearing. Shall I take a turn around the garden, or better still, can I listen?
Listen.
Well, even second-hand hellfire and damnation's better than nothing. Or can I help?
Well, I don't think prayers would be any more good than curses.
What is it?
The men have come to start the pumps to drain the big pool, and they're insisting that they can only drain this little puddle at the side. They have to do that before they can start on the big one.
Why? And does it make a great difference?
It makes a difference to me. You see how the house is built?
Yes.
One wall of this house is the bank of that damn pool.
I still don't understand.
And I don't want to sound like a hysterical woman. I don't want to sound like a hysterical anything.
Sit down a minute and tell me.
Listen. Can you hear anything?
Well, the pump. Normal noises, birds, breeze, trees rustling.
Can you hear any water noise?
No.
In the night, imagination or not, I can hear water noise.
Well, there's a huge pool right next door to the house. Of course you'll hear water noises at night when everything's quiet. Yeah. But it would set your mind a little more at ease if these men started their pump in the lodge.
At least it might drown out any noise in the night with the sound of the pumping. I could tell myself something was happening.
Right. Stop that a minute, will you please?
Hello, Vicar.